ancient altar. Now, whether it is in Kelu or Lokun or Shango or Ikoro or Yamiri, wherever you see a god, you see a god or a goddess function. It was an altar that was built. Now I remove voice to talk about presence. They are gods unto whom the word came. They are gods. That is the putting on of divinity upon humanity through sacrifice. In 28:10 of Genesis, heaven takes over the nature of the earth after people has brought God to the earth through sacrifice. God or spirits will never separate themselves from what is given to them. I want you to see, and the Lord stood. Verse number 13, one line, you'll be very happy. The Lord stood, and behold, the Lord
stood above it.
Where he stood, he stood. In the days of Adam, God didn't stand. He was visiting and going, because there was no altar in Eden. But in this place he stood. Listen, it's not religion. Is there any God in your family? Is there any God in your village? Can the presence of God be felt? The spirit, if we are calling him God, the spirit that came to be with us is the angel of our sacrifice. There is no man I know anywhere that is sacrificial that didn't become divine. People through their sacrifice take authority over nature. Take authority over. If you're hearing me now and you are connecting to what I'm saying from your heart, it is because you're sacrificial. Words of change don't make meaning to stingy people. Hear me. If you're a pastor and you want to go find ministry, don't bring stingy people very close to the altar. Let me say again. Don't bring stingy people close to the altar, because they will not move forward and they'll be blaming you. When Jesus built the altar of Melchizedek, that altar took his life and stayed with men. Hear me. It is the death of Jesus that sustained the presence of Christ, that is sustaining Christ on earth. Let me say again. I say it is the presence of Jesus that is sustaining the sacrifice of Jesus. The man Jesus has to die so that Christ can be part of the earth. Let me say it again. I said the man Jesus have to be sacrificed so that he can be part of the earth, Christ. So the relationship between heaven and earth is altar based, sacrifice based. Don't forget, Christ became part of the earth when Jesus died. That is the nature. There are people that give God a microscopic sacrifice and be expecting a big presence. They give him what? Very microscopic. something infinitesimal. And then they want a huge presence. How can you escape a huge presence from something microscopic? It's Abraham. I want the son you love. 22 of Genesis. That's what I want. And then I will come in the likeness of your sacrifice to be with you. I will come in there. Our separation is what we gave. I will come in the likeness of your sacrifice to be with you. So the God with us is a sacrificial personality. Not on your paper. I said the God with us, he can't do more than he took from us. So he came and stood. If the Lion of Judah should come to the earth, then the ancient priest should make a sacrifice that can sustain the lion. So when the Bible says in chapter 5, chapter 2:5 of Revelation, he was cut off. He's talking about sacrifice, that an archetype of Calvary, that a man was crucified. And then when you hear that the mother has wing or great ego, sacrifice. The 8 helped her, sacrifice. It doesn't help God. It improves the destiny of man. That's on your paper. You don't sacrifice to help God. You sacrifice to win battles. Ekele dịrị gị, Chukwu ịbụ eze ndị eze. Ebe hụrụ n'anya. Sleeping and you saw that snake. You saw that snake. That snake came into your life through sacrifice. Oh, somebody said that lady was sleeping and then she had a problem and she died. Whatever that killed her came from sacrifice. Somebody gives a gift to an evil power and then pointed somebody. I told you a story about how a young man said somebody in Lukot's army in Kano offended him some years. Then he said he fasted 3 days and then cut off the head of a ram and the blood poured on the altar, and then thunder came from where he was standing and was going to that Lucas. He said, for the thunder to hit that person, he said a hand came and blocked the thunder. And then the thunder started returning to him. Then he said he diverted the thunder to somebody who is not protected. And that one became mad. And then the guy said he must find out the hand that blocked this guy. He said he traced that hand until he came to Lucas Army altar. I would like you to know that the earth is saturated with evil people. You must hide your life. You must always learn to make your God to be around you. Make sure that your God is around you. Because this is a prayer dominion. P-R-E-Y. Where the strong takes the weak. Where people use power to damage other people's destiny. What about if that boy is not in Locust? And then you saw him naked in the street. It was Satan that was invited through sacrifice to destroy somebody's life. And when you're talking to somebody about it, he said it doesn't understand. This is me. This is my 5th night. This is my 5th night on this altar. And you're looking at me. One apple you didn't buy. One swam, one water, ordinary water. You claim to be poor. When somebody is wicked, wicked people will never think good thoughts. Because their heart is damaged with stinginess. How can they hear God? Can you hear buy apple and give shepherd when you're stingy? Or you now say, can go buy for money? Now, excuse me, you've not made up your mind. If you make up your mind, you will see money. I said you will do what? That means the whole of you don't have 5,000. Don't have 3,000. Or akagom. Akagom is a thought. Akagom means that God is not around. He has traveled. This is my 5th night. Fire every night. You're taking it. All the devil that used to fight you, they have all run away. Somebody asked me to pray yesterday that where he will build a house. He sent me this, he will call me as I was praying. The Lord said, don't pray that prayer in that site of that building. Ask him to lift up the sand and send you a seed. I said, my prayer is that when that sand is in your hand, you send me a seed. And I bless the site. That was it. He said, not only that you have blessed that site, he will have peace as long as it's in that place. Sometimes when you want to take a journey, you give seed. A journey that requires favor. A journey that requires protection. You sow seed to that journey. After you have fasted like 3 days, you sow seed. I didn't say you tell me I should do night vigil for you. It's not night vigil. Just shepherd, take this seed and let your angel be with me. Nothing else. And you will not struggle. Because God cannot separate somebody, cannot take sacrifice from a man and deny the man presence. Write it in your paper. I said God cannot take sacrifice from a man and do what? And deny the man his presence. Why will Cleopas not have Jesus in their company to Emmaus? They were faithful disciples. A man that sacrificed to a spirit will enjoy the company of that spirit. We enjoy the what? Why not? Somebody said, I want the ministry that I'm pastoring to grow. Connect to place of power. Connect. Connect continuously. Not connect once and you relax. Connect continuously. Even when God have not rewarded the sacrifice, keep making it. You did this one, you have not gotten result, do another one. When you will do more is when result hasn't come. You use sacrifice to force the result to come. I said you use if you give money, he didn't answer you. Start doing fasting for soul winning. Start winning souls. Start cleaning the church. And if you want to clean the church, clean important places of this church. There are important places. There are places in this New Jerusalem. If you clean it up to 7 times, you will get a miracle. But I'm not saying it in the altar because some of us are trying to listen. So that somebody will go there and start fighting. It's not. He said this and that. The shepherd house said, I'm the one that will be cleaning this side. Better live there. I'm not measuring any place. Sometimes when I'm there watching people, they will be going to this particular spot and go there and be kneeling down every day. So you see, it must everybody go there to go and kneel. That's not the only gate. There are other gates in the altar. Now, you have always known one gate. Everybody wants to go to that gate. Those of us who are not in headquarters, you're watching me. Sometimes come to headquarters. Come to headquarter altar. It makes a difference. Befriend somebody at the headquarters so they can connect you to happenings. There's a difference between physical contact and online. But seed can connect to online. It depends on heart. Fast. Belief. Let me say again. God will not take something from a man and deny the man his presence. It is the spirit you sacrifice to continuously that give you company. You need company. Can I say again? I say you need company. You don't beg a spirit for company when the spirit takes from you. Can I say something? Don't forget that you can't lose battle when God is with you. There are some things that cannot happen when God is standing above an altar. This is an altar in the church. You can have a family altar. Something happened and I've been telling to people, something happened. I intend to do it for a lady that want to get married, somebody that want triplets, and somebody who want to be very rich before the year ends. I said to one person, I said, raise an altar by your bed. Raise an altar by your bed. And anytime you feel like God should come to you, while you're about to sleep, that savings, you put money in it beside your bed. I have shared this testimony here. A lady said she got pregnant, and each time she got pregnant, a particular spirit comes to her. And then this time she got pregnant, and that spirit came to her. I say your prayer is that you're going to get a big container of Ovaltine, empty, washed, keep by your bedside. Say that this kumkum belong to shepherd, and all the money that is here. So I say, when you come from where you are, put money in that service, and you will not give it to me, all the money in it, until you give birth. Until you give birth. So she kept it and started putting money there. She told me that the moment that she started putting money there, that spirit stopped coming to her. So she will come back, put like 1,000 naira, put like 500, put like 2. By the time it was like up to 3-4 months, it was already a big amount of money, 6 months. Somebody said prophecy was made on her that they are looking for her life. I said, buy big container and open and start putting money in it. After 6 months, bring it to me. Let me see how that thing should have my name and money beside your bed, and the angel of death will come to your house, come to the same bed in the night. Come there to look for who? No spirit takes something from you and go away from that bed. If that offering is there for that spirit, a demon will not come to that bed. You do clap hand for what I just said. It's not only for bed. What about your office? You can do it beside your office. You can do it in your shop. Just to turn the devil away. Just to hatch sudden miracles. Just to say, I know who I believe. You will write at the back of that container, God of life and immortality. Try what I'm telling you, see what will happen. When you're doing quiet time, you lay your hand on that seed and you thank God. Let me repeat this. God will not take anything from somebody, will not take sacrifice from people and go away. Now listen, sometimes through activities of overturning of destiny, certain blessings you're looking for might look like they're delayed. That does not mean that God has gone away. It might follow a process to come, but if you wait small, you will see the hand of God. The hour of religion is not now. It's not now. It's a time of this, and I'm saying practical. Why can't you see it? Why can't you see it? Can I tell you something? All the people that champion their life and the life of other people, their life and the life of other people, they function through inspiration, intuition. They met God in thought. They created unavoidable standard for God, and then they ruled. It is part of strength to be obedient. I said to be obedient is part of to be obedient is part of strength. To hear something and have grace to do it is part of obedience. It's part of strength. Some people, their strength is in noise. You say, Lord, I want 2 plots of land around the church for a duplex. You create a container, God of life and immortality, and start saving money. Start saving money in that container for 2 plots of land. Depending on what you want. If it's land, that can take about 20 million. Then the seed should rise. Not when you want land, you sow seed of 200. I said, Lord, this shepherd says it's not working. How can it work? There is commensurate seed to sow. Can I tell you something? Accept pain or sacrifice and then rise through it. Do it. Do it. If a woman forgets labor of child, why will you not be happy? Pain will not be remembered after joy has come, as through the word of sacrifice. Nobody will remember pain when your sacrifice starts speaking. But I will not stay here maimed. I will not stay here ordinary. I will be coming to this altar every day, 7 days, until one day I will come here and the 10,000 people will gather in this hall. I will be coming here to preach until I will come here one day, 100,000, 1 million people. Listen, I will be coming here. I will be coming here year after year. Until the biggest cathedral is built for Yahweh in Lagos, I will still come here in the night. Some of those people that will come that time are around yet. They are getting ready to come here. Why they are ready to come here, I will be preaching. They will gather around the world. 350 million people watching at a time. 10, how can I say it? 5 billion people watching infinity. Listen, don't think I'm trying to be bold. Sacrifice can't be denied. Why will I faint when I know that the rewarder is more diligent? I say the keeper of Zion is more diligent. The rewarder, far faithful. So why will I lose strength? It's impossible. Satan is the one that will fail. Cross the buildings, left and right, backward and front. Drunk into the hill of the Lord to hear the Lord speak from the cubicle, from the tent of pen. Why will tent of pen not produce result? I say why? Why we what? Why will tent of pen not? Why will tent of pen not produce result? So it is God coming down from heaven to build a house, to build a house around sacrifice. In 21:3 of the book of Revelation. Kennedy, that is where I am. Can we read it? And I switch on to a parallel heading. The altar of sacrifice is the house of the Lord. That's what I'm taking in 20 minutes. In case you are feeling sleepy, I'm not against you. You have tried. But you cannot distract me. As for preaching, I must preach. And I'll be preaching till 4. And I'll come back there. I'll still be back. I'll come back Sunday morning. I'll come back. I will come back. Kennedy, are you there? The altar of sacrifice is the house of the Lord. I thought you announced it. This morning, Kennedy, did he travel? If somebody said that God is here, ask him the sacrifice that brought him. Did you hear what I said? If somebody said God is here, you must ask him the sacrifice that brought him there. If he said it is Jesus that paid, tell him that he's a liar. You started the church and he said Jesus will pay for your church. God asked you to say that your church is mountain on fire miracle or tabernacle in the mountain miracle. Now that is the name of your ministry, and that is your ministry, and you said it is Jesus that will pay for your ministry. Jesus has already paid for his own. He has. So pay for your own.